What's up, guys? It's your girl HeyParis here, and I'm kind of happy, but at the same time kind of sad that I even had to go through this shit. But I feel like I need to record a video, so I'm recording a damn video. So for the past, I want to say 10 years, around that 9 or 10 years, I was dealing with a narcissist. And I feel like a lot of people put the word narcissist with like a partner. Like, you guys would think I'm talking about Cameron. Cameron is not a narcissist, okay? Or like a boyfriend, a girlfriend, partner, whatever. But a narcissist can come in like all forms. It could be a teacher, it could be a parent, it could be a friend. And in my experience, it was a friend. And I want to share my story with you guys. And as I'm telling you guys these things that this person has done to me and how they act, I want you to make a list. And if someone in your life does any of these 5 things that I'm about to talk about, they are a narcissist, and you need to either get them help or get help your damn self, because dealing with a narcissist is not easy. And I could not imagine the people this person used to date. Like, I don't know how they did it, how they dealt with it. Makes no sense to me. So if you're dating a narcissist, I feel for you, and I'm so sorry that you're going through that, and I hope that you find a way out. I'm telling this story because I found a way out, and I'm hoping that maybe what I did will help anyone else out there who's dealing with a narcissist. So I had a friend, and like I said, for the past 9-10 years, she has been a complete narcissist, and I wrote down everything. So I'm going one by one, and hopefully that helps me not make this video too damn long. So let me go ahead and open my notes. Boop. And then I'll tell you guys how I escaped. Escaped is the perfect word, because I could not get rid of this girl. I could not do it, and you guys will understand why after. And a lot of y'all might be sitting here like, Paris, this girl was in love with you, like romantically in love with you. I don't blame you for thinking that way, and who knows if that's true or not, because at this point, as I sit down and lay down in my bed before I go to bed, and I think about the situations that I was in with this girl, it's like, no, you must have like secretly had a shrine of me in your room or something, because it was giving very much, we're intimate, but we're not. So why are you acting like this? Like, you're just my friend. You know what I mean? You guys ever dealt with someone like that where you're like, I'm not giving you any penis, so why are you this hurt, or why are you acting this way as if we're in a romantic relationship? It's weird. It is weird. I ain't giving you dick. Don't feel that way. Why are you so sad? Why are you acting like this? What are these feelings about? Like, it's very confusing, and I hated being in this situation. But let me go ahead and open these notes before I keep rambling like I almost just did. Red flag number 1, you're constantly walking on eggshells. It could be something as simple as her recommending a restaurant for me to eat at with my husband, and me being like, the drinks weren't that good, or the food was too expensive, and she will have a mental breakdown. Like, she will act like I just told her that her whole existence means nothing to no one. That's how she would react. I had to constantly watch what I was saying, and it was almost as if I was talking to a toddler and trying my best not to hurt this little baby's feelings by saying that their drawing is ugly, or like, who's that in the drawing? And they're like, that's you, obviously. Like, that's how she would act. It was very weird. Another example, if she would show me a TikTok video and I didn't laugh, it's a problem. Like, she's having a mental breakdown. She would be like, look at this video. And I'd be like, oh, cool. And she'd be like, why aren't you laughing? It's funny, right? I thought it was funny. Why don't you think it's funny? I laughed when I watched it and you're not laughing. What's the problem? And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, what's the problem? You found something funny and I don't. Why is this? Institute her immediately, because it's not normal. I basically couldn't have an opposite opinion from her ever. It would always become a problem. So that's red flag number 1. I could literally make a story time about all these situations I'm talking about, but it would be way too many videos, honestly. So I'm just trying to pack it all in one, and I'm trying to just say what it is really quickly without going into too much details, because y'all get what I'm saying. Red flag number 2 of a narcissist, whether that's a partner, a friend, a teacher, a parent, etc. It could be a doctor. The second red flag is lack of empathy. Example number 1, when my grandmother died, my grandma, before I could tell anyone that she died, this person texted me and asked me to go to the mall with them. I told her my grandmother just died. I'm not in the mood to go anywhere. I'm just trying to grieve in peace right now, and like, let's link up next week or something. You know what I mean? She ignored my message and did not talk to me for weeks, which was fine with me because I've been trying to get rid of you for the past 6 years of my life. It was fine with me, but it was the fact that there was no, I'm sorry to hear that happened. I'm sorry for your loss. I'll pray for you. Like, there was nothing. It was just like, oh, you can't go to the mall? Okay, fuck you then. Like, that's what she was giving. And a lot of y'all gonna sit here like, Paris, why would you sit there and continue being her friend? Like I said, I've tried multiple times to ditch this girl, to cut her off, and you'll understand why it was hard for me to do that as you continue to watch this video. It's not as simple and easy as it sounds. It's more complicated because this is a narcissist we're dealing with. Very hard to get rid of. Another example of how she lacked empathy, when I got pregnant, she wasn't happy for me. Like everyone else was happy for me. Like, Paris, oh my gosh, you're finally pregnant. Like, oh my gosh, celebrations. No, this bitch was mad and told me to my face that she's upset that I got pregnant because now I can't drink with her. Huh? What kind of friend is that? Y'all explain to me what kind of friend that is. Like, what category of friend is that? That's not a friend at all. That makes absolutely zero sense. I am not 17 years old and pregnant. I am a grown-ass woman with a planned pregnancy. Why are you upset that I can't drink for 9 months? Anyways, another example of how she lacked empathy, my friend got into a car accident, a very serious car accident, might I add. And me and her were supposed to do something that day. I told her I'm going to go visit my friend in the hospital. She barely knows this person who was in this car accident. And she says, do you think that they would go all that way to the hospital to visit you if you were in a car accident? They wouldn't. So you need to stop putting your energy into people who wouldn't put their energy into you. And I'm sitting here like, bitch, you don't know this person from anywhere and you're just making assumptions about my relationship with them. Might I add, she hated that I had other friends. She hated it. She hated the fact that there were other people in my life that I would talk to and communicate with and have fun with and go out. She hated it and she did not try to hide it at all. And it was giving creepy. It was giving, you are literally in love with me. Like, you want to have my children if you were able to do so. Like, that's what it was giving. It was giving toxic ex-boyfriend vibes, but this is a woman. I'm straight, she's straight, and we are not in a relation. Like, it's weird. It's so weird. Red flag number 3, attention seeking. She used to use me to get attention, and I fucking hated that shit. You guys don't understand. We would be at a restaurant and she would be like, hey waiter, can we get like a free shot or something? Like, she has a lot of followers on Instagram, like she'll like at you or something. And I'm just sitting there like, what are you talking about? First of all, I'm paying for this entire meal, so the fact that you're trying to save whose money? My money? Because you don't ever pay for shit when we go out. But that's just me. Honestly, I'm not even putting that in no one's face. If I go out with my friends, I always feel the need to pay just because I'm just like, I'll pay, it's fine, right? But the fact that you're trying to get something for free but you know you're not paying anything, like, shut up, shut the fuck up. Like, what is wrong with people in general? Like, I don't get it. And why would you try to use me and make me look like this snobby fucking bitch influencer hoe who's trying to get free shit when a shot is $3? Like, are you dead serious right now? I used to be like, yo, stop, can you fucking stop? And then that's another thing, when I try to approach her or talk to her about things I don't like that she does, she then turns into the victim immediately. Then she's crying, she's sobbing, you hate me, why do you hate me, oh my god. And I'm sitting there like, bro, we're grown-ass people. Why can't I sit here, look you in your face, and be like, don't do that. I don't like the fact that you're using me to try and get free shit. You need to stop. Why can't I say that to you as my friend without you crying? Insane. Low-key, I'm feeling like this is a video towards her because she's obviously gonna watch it. She's a stalker, low-key. So at this point, I'm talking straight to you. You're fucking weird. Okay, she would always say things like, do you know who she is? Like, if we can't get into somewhere or if a restaurant's packed and there's no seats, do you know who she is? I'm fucking nobody. I'm no one. I'm absolute, like, I'm no one. I'm absolutely no one. What the fuck do you want them to do? Tell everyone to clear out the restaurant so we can sit down and eat our fucking steak frites? What are you talking? Shut the, like, oh my god. The way I'm, like, that honestly was one of the things that pissed me off more than anything else that she ever did, is the fact that she would use me and what she thought was my status to get things or bypass things. Like, no, bitch. I'm not that girl. I don't even like to call myself an influencer or YouTuber, none of that shit. Like, stop. I'm no one. Literally no one, and I'm not just saying that. Another example of how she's an attention seeker. She would always, whenever we go to restaurants, she would tell the host or whatever, oh, it's my birthday, in hopes to get like a free cake or people to be singing happy birthday to her so that the restaurant's looking at her. Obnoxious. Obnoxious. Like, the first 2 times it's funny. Hee hee, it's not your birthday. Oh my gosh, we got a free cake. But like, every single time we go out, you're pushing it. You're really, really fucking pushing it at this point. And again, I know you guys are sitting there like, Paris, why would you even go out with her? You'll understand why at the end of this video. video. I basically didn't have a choice. Another example of how she's an attention seeker. She was a +1 at a wedding that we were both invited to. She wasn't my +1. She was my friend's +1. How she has other friends, do not ask me. I would not be able to let you know that. They're probably in the same predicament as me because it doesn't make sense how anyone even communicates with this girl. Anyways, she was a +1 at a wedding and decided to make a speech to the bride and groom who she doesn't know. She stood up there and said the speech like, they're such a cute couple. They look like such a cute couple. And I feel like they're gonna be together forever, guys. Don't they look so beautiful together? And the bride and groom looking like, who the fuck is, like, who is that? Who is that? That's how they're looking at her. Like, she looked crazy and she was not even drunk. It's a sad, sad day when nobody knows who you are, but you're saying speeches at people's weddings and whew. Red flag number 4, exaggerating achievements. Anytime I would talk about my achievements or my goals or things that I want to do, she would always try to one-up me. And it never ever made sense to me. It's like sometimes when someone's talking about the things that they want to do or the things that they've accomplished, just shut up and listen. Shut up, listen, clap, cheer them on. We don't need to hear about you. If you wanted to talk about yourself and your achievements, you had the chance to do that all day. Why do you want to bring them up after I bring up mine? On top of that, you lying. You're exaggerating the story. Let me explain. She does nails. She's a nail tech, okay? And I don't remember, I think I was talking about my perfume. I was saying how, oh, my perfume sold out in 3 days. Like, I'm so excited. I didn't know that it was gonna be that successful, blah, 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 blah. And out of nowhere, after I'm done talking, she's like, oh, yeah, I did Doja Cat's nails. And I'm sitting there like, first of all, what does that have to do with anything? And second of all, bitch, no, you didn't. You did not. Why are you sitting up here lying? Like, don't get me wrong, your nail work is really good, but Doja Cat, when did Doja Cat come to Toronto? And how did she find you? What did you talk about? So anyways, she sent me a picture when she got home after telling me that. And I was like, this work, like, your work is good, like I said, but this work, like, that looks like a lot of work. It's not right. It's not quite where you're at. You know what I mean? So I did a reverse image search just for shits and giggles. Why didn't an Instagram account from someone in LA pop up? Are you an LA based nail tech all of a sudden? Why lie? What's the point of lying? I don't understand what the point of lying is. That's the stupidest lie ever. When I told her that I finally, after like praying and wishing to get a sponsorship with Skims, I got a sponsorship with Skims. When I told her that, she told me she got a $50 raise at her day job. Who gets a $50 raise? A $50 raise for no reason out of the, like, what are you talking? Like, I can't confirm or deny if that's true or not, but a $50 raise is very much insane. It's quite actually insane. I cannot lie to you. Like, I don't even think doctors, pediatricians, lawyers get $50. You're a millionaire. You're literally a multi-millionaire at this point because $50, okay, done. I'm gonna keep saying $50 over and over again because that's unbelievable. She's now the CEO of the company, bitch. One more example. My favorite rapper is J. Cole. And I remember talking to her about how much J. Cole inspires me and how much I love his music and just going in about J. Cole. And at the end of me talking about how much I love his music and what he has done for me in my life, out of the blue, nowhere, she's like, oh, he DM'd me once. J. Cole DM'd me. J. Cole has a whole wife and children. What are you talking about? Why is he DMing you? Why would J. Cole be DMing? What are you talking about? So at this point, like, I'm like irritated because in my head, I'm like, you're not even listening to what I'm saying. I'm like telling you how much I love J. Cole, and the whole time in your head, you're trying to think of how you could be better than me, basically. And it's like, this is not a situation to even try and figure that out. You know what I mean? I'm low-key irritated. So I'm like, oh, did he really? Let me see. Like, he DM'd you? Let me see. Immediately, I see her do this. She's turning off her phone, clicking this and turning her phone off. And then she goes, oh, my phone died. Next time I see you, I'll show you. But my phone died just now. What? You think I'm stupid? I might look stupid, but I'm not. And the last, actually some honorable mentions as to who she is and why she's a narcissist. Some honorable mentions. She talks a lot. She never ever apologizes, ever. There's never a time that she is in the wrong. When she's caught in a lie, sometimes she fakes injury. She'll be like, ah, my shoulder. Oh my gosh, hold on. I can't talk right now. My shoulder, Like, bitch. She's constantly crying, constantly, for absolutely no reason. She cries for things that don't require crying. You could just talk it out. Come on, sweetie. She tries to make you feel guilty for her issues and her problems, even if you have nothing to do with them. She always tries to get what's not hers. There have been countless times where she has tried to take someone's man. Could never be mine, but other people's. Countless times. She's like, he has a girlfriend? Okay, I look better than her, so I'm definitely gonna try to. And I'm sitting there like, ugh. Yuck. Mind you, 6 years, for the past 6 years, been trying to get rid of this girl. And I couldn't because of this reason right here. She would always threaten me whenever I tried to cut her off, whenever I tell her I need a break from her, whenever I call her out on something, she would always threaten me with unaliving herself, always. And she would go into grave detail about it. I don't want to be responsible for anyone being unalive. I do not want to be the person responsible. I don't even want to think about that because I don't want anyone to be unalive. I don't. I don't care if I hate you. I don't care if we're worst enemies. I do not care. I don't want anyone to be unalive, okay? Whenever I would be like, bro, you are toxic. I cannot be your friend anymore. Like, we need to just go our separate ways. She would be like, okay, well, I hope you can sleep good at night knowing that I'm DEAD. And I'm like, why? Like, why would you even say that? What? If she saw me post an Instagram story, this is why I had to block her, not block her, but block her from watching my Instagram stories because of this. If she saw me at like a PR event, at a party, or having fun, having drinks, having food with anyone other than her, she would literally send me a voice note. A voice note. Being like, you never invite me anywhere, you're trying to avoid me, you don't want to be anywhere around me, and that's fine. These pills will help me feel better, and I'll take way more than what I need. Like why would you say that to someone? Like, it's crazy. It's literally crazy. I could not escape this girl if I canceled plans, which I tried to do as often as possible. She would threaten to hurt herself. Like, the list goes on and on and on. The fact that she would always bring up unaliving herself, and there have been times where she's gone to the hospital for like attempts. I don't want to be responsible. I didn't want to be responsible. I did not. I did not. But after she did something, which I will probably make it to a whole separate story time. I'm gonna leave it out in this video, but I'll think about it and maybe I'll do a story time on it. After she did something very literally insane, I was at my brink's end and I was like, I need to get away from this girl. And you know how I did it? I acted exactly like her. I did everything that she would do. I thought like her, I acted like her, and I gave her the same exact energy back. I was a narcissist for the past like 2 months in order to get rid of her. It took me 2 months to get rid of her, and I acted exactly like her. So I was in the body, or the brain I should say, of a narcissist towards her only, not to anyone else, only towards her for the past 2 months, and I finally got rid of her. Good riddance. Good riddance. And that's how you know you don't like yourself, because if I'm acting exactly like you and you don't want anything to do with me, baby, that says it all. But if you watch this video and anything I said reminded you of someone in your life, they are a narcissist. And if all 5 of the things I said is someone in your life, run. Don't walk. Run. Not a light jog. Sprint, bitch. This shit is not fun. And for those of you in relationships with narcissists, I'm so sorry. I will pray for you every single night. I cannot imagine what that's like. Insane. And that's all I gotta say. I just need to get all that off my chest. Maybe I'll do a story time on what like broke me and how I really acted just like her to get rid of her. Maybe I'll go into details about that in another video. Y'all let me know if you want to see that in the comment section down below. But for now, I'm leaving it at this. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. It's in the description box down below. Make sure you follow me on TikTok more than anything, guys, please, because I be popping on TikTok, okay? But we'll see where this goes and what I decide to do. And if you're watching this, baby girl, please don't text me. It's done. I'm breaking up with you. Some friendship breakups are hard and others are like abusive relationships. Like, I feel like I was in an abusive friendship relationship. It's fucked. It's really crazy. Anyways, glad I got rid of that hoe. I'm about to bounce. See ya.